As we continue, it's the return of Dirty Dutch Mantell's Unholy Trinity, with Big Bob Duncombe and primetime Bobby Mills face the former champions in Bob Backlund and the living legend Bruno, Sammartino.
Okay, now Bruno's the original living legend, but Larry Zbyszko also uses that name. So, who's right?
Oh, Johnny, that should be obvious. Bruno had it first. Larry Zbyszko just kind of co-opted it, you know?
It's true, Johnny. Zbyszko stole the name to get cheap heat off fans. And he's still doing it to this very day.
Yes, but with that little history lesson aside, here come our pal Dutch Mantell and his pals, Big Bob Duncombe and primetime Bobby Mills, who we haven't seen in about 4 or 5 months.
Their last match against Best of the West was such an embarrassing loss. Dutch pulled his boys out for retraining out of frustration. Let's see if 4 or 5 months has made a difference in the Unholy Trinity.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Dirty Dun Man Ted. And at a combined weight of 526 pounds, Big Bob Duncan and primetime Bobby Mills.
It's a team that takes 3 steps back for every 1 step forward. And yes, Dutch is frustrated by a lack of results. Don't know how they're going to fare against Backlund and Bruno.
Well, they didn't do too hot 4 months ago in their last match, and they ain't been here in 4 or 5 months, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Works for me.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 519 pounds, Bob Backlund and Bruno Sammartino.
Bob Backlund, an established team player who came to the aid of a fallen Playboy Buddy Rose, tonight joining forces with another legendary champion in Bruno. And all I can say is the Unholy's had better have been training hard while they've been away.
All right, well, let's see if all that training paid off or not. Here we go. And Bobby Duncombe picks Bob Backlund up, but gets countered into a DDT. Now Backlund whips Duncombe into his corner, rebounds out of the corner, but Duncombe kicks him in the midsection. Backlund ducks behind. Duncombe shoves him down. Duncombe follows up with a clothesline. Bruno watching his partner careful. Bobby Duncombe about to take Backlund for a little walk, but Backlund's got other ideas. Elbow to the midsection right there. Now Bob Backlund in control of Bob Duncombe. Slams him back into his corner. But Duncombe escapes. And counter whips Backlund. Oh, good night, referee. Oh, man, here we go. Gonna be total anarchy from here on in. Okay, Bob Backlund counters Duncombe into an inverted DDT. The referee recovered from his short little nap. And Bob Backlund in control of Bob Duncombe at the moment. Too many Bobs running around here. Oh, gets taken down by Bob Duncombe and tags in primetime Bobby Mills. Bobby gets countered by Backlund with a kick. Bob Backlund has him up in the fireman scared position, but primetime with those elbows to the side of the head, and he got gouge of the face. Ugh. Huh. Yeah, these guys got no respect for the rule book. And there goes the referee again. Oh, that poor man. Is it the same guy from last week? The one that couldn't catch a break? Because it probably... I'm amazed he's back. Wow, man. Oh, prime time with a gouge of the eyes. Backlund goes behind and counters with a punch. Oh, and back suplexes prime time. Dragging his carcass to his side of the ring. Tags in Bruno Sammartino. Now we're going to see some real scientific wrestling. Here we go. Prime time with a gouge of the face. Well, we may have to wait for that scientific wrestling now. Oh. He charges and doesn't get it. Bruno's got him up in the fireman's carry. Into a powerbomb. And look at this. Prime time. 10 feet to the floor. Bruno just as calm as he wants to be. Bobby Duncombe. Cheap shots Bruno in the corner here. Now Bruno going out after prime time. Now with an arm drag, follows it up with a couple of hard rights. And he's got prime time in control. Where he had prime time in control. Elbows to the midsection, breaks the hold. Now, they're locked up and tussling. Prime time counters. Bruno counters. Prime time counters again. Bruno counters again. Prime time counters again. Starting to look like a damn tennis match. Now prime time. Finally winning the exchange. Some aggression. Takes Bruno down to the floor. They are drifting further and further out away from the ring. The referee's count still steadily in play. Back body drop from Sammartino. He's got prime time up and look at Dutch Mantell getting ready to mind somebody else's business over here. But prime time getting real aggressive. A lot of hard right hands to Bruno, rolls him right back into the ring. Dutch Mantell totally approves. Now prime time. He's gonna try to scoop slam Bruno, but Bruno's like, nah, you ain't gonna do that, sorry. Oh, and there goes our referee, crunched again. Oh, man. I swear he's going to quit. Oh, and there's a beautiful alley-oop into a powerbomb right there from prime time. And Bruno, trying to find safe ground over here, tags Backlund in before Bobby Duncombe. Now Duncombe takes a couple of clotheslines. Whips Backlund into the corner. Misses with the charge, connects with an elbow, and takes Backlund on out to the floor with another clothesline. Now Bruno and Backlund are both out on the floor. Bobby Duncombe rounding up Backlund. Backlund ducks out the way and delivers a series of wicked kicks to the leg. Duncombe counters with a hard right. Has him up for a backbreaker, but Backlund, man, freaking amazing. Did you see that? Just kind of flipped out of the situation. Into a neck breaker, out there on the floor. Drives a knee into the head of Bobby Duncombe. And Dutch Mantell, perhaps thinking to himself, maybe we need another couple of months of training here. Man, because Backlund thoroughly in control, but gets reeled back into the ring by Bobby Duncombe. Countered by Bob Backlund. Has him up for the scoops. Nope, look at that. Oh, man, look at him doing his little workout right here before delivering the power slam. Nicely done. Backlund, of course, the master of the cross-faced chicken wing. Oh, look at this, a pinning powerbomb. And look at that right there. Bob Backlund and Bruno Sammartino win by pinfall.
All right, well, Backlund and Bruno with the win, sending Dutch Mantell and his boys back to the old drawing board again. Seems whatever retraining Dutch had them go through was clearly not enough, with Backlund and Sammartino maintaining control for the brunt of the match. Terrific performance by two great legends.
Okay, you regular viewers already know Haku recently defeated Bruiser Brody to become the new RWL No Rules champ, and coming up next, Haku will defend the No Rules title against the Beast of the East, Bam Bam Bigelow, when we return.